What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counter Punch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Eddie Hearn, Conor Benn, and Gervonta Tank Davis. Get this. Eddie Hearn wants Gervonta Davis versus Conor Benn. He states that I love this fight. Eddie Hearn is chomping at the bit to put a mega fight together between his fighter, welterweight Conor Benn, and undefeated lightweight star, Gervonta Tank Davis. Wow. Hearn is confident that that lightweight Tank won't have problems moving up to 147 to face the popular Benn at 147 pounds. Benn would have the power and size advantage, but hasn't shown the kind of boxing IQ that the 28-year-old Gervonta possesses, and he hasn't accomplished anything during his career in terms of winning world titles. The two fighters, Benn and Tank, have been trading trash talk off of social media in the last 2 weeks, making it clear that they've got bad blood. Hearn says a fight is possible. Benn, 21-0 with 14 KOs, will be free and clear to return to the ring in early to mid 2023 after the WBC and VADA wraps up their investigation over Conor's failed drug test. He says, Conor Benn hasn't yet performed at the elite level yet, but I believe he's an elite level welterweight. I love that fight between Conor Benn and Gervonta Tank Davis. Why not? Said Eddie Hearn to DAZN Boxing Show about the potential fight between Gervonta Davis and Conor Benn. Gervonta Davis has fought a lot at light welterweight. I'm sure he wouldn't mind fighting at 147 or close to that. Look, Conor Benn is going to return either in 2023 or mid-2023. That's the facts, Hearn said. And let me counterpunch. I love that fight too. Why not? Let's get it cracking. Why not? However, let's get realistic. Would Davis come to 147? No, he wouldn't come to 147 because Gervonta Tank Davis will declare the A side, okay? And he would be right for doing so. But he probably would make a catch weight at probably 143 or 143 and a half. I think that's fair, okay, since he is the regular WBA champion at 140. So I would say, yeah, or maybe 142. Since he is A side, they would probably get it closer to Gervonta's weight than Conor Benn. So the trash talk is there. The bad blood is there. The boiling pot is boiling over. Okay? The fire is high up under that pot. So why not? Bars. I think that fight could happen, but then you have other factors. You don't have Leonard Ellerbe, though, to worry about as much. That's probably why we're getting the Ryan Garcia fight, you know, and if he can take out Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis would be even bigger. But then knowing Davis, the first thing that comes to my mind, if he knocks out Ryan Garcia and defeats him convincingly, the first question would come up, why would I want to deal with a drug cheat like Conor Benn? You know, because at that point, Davis would have done something that he hasn't done, and that's fought one of the elite guys. Regardless of the weight classes that he's leapfrogged from, he hasn't fought any of those guys in those weight classes that he has been in. Okay, until Ryan. But when he beats Ryan, then people, of course the fans, but even the naysayers and the doubters will then possibly be on board for Gervonta Tank Davis. Okay, so since they'll be on board, they'll probably ask the same question. You know, Conor Benn, why would we want to fight Conor Benn? He's been cheating possibly all his career. So then there is some snags in that. Yeah, they're talking shit at each other, but you know, Gervonta's no stranger to shit talk. He's always been talking at people. Forever. That's it. He does most of his fighting on social media. Okay, so but Eddie, I think that is a good fighter that he could press up against Gervonta Tank Davis. I like the fight. I do wonder how Conor Benn will perform. If he could get that fight, I think that Eddie Hearn would have no problem making that fight happen. You know, but it's really up to Gervonta. Gervonta might, blow him off because he's not a fan of Conor Benn nor Eddie Hearn, but he wasn't a fan of Rolly Romero and he fought him, and guys that were still little known, more lesser known than Conor Benn, which guys like Mario Barrios. So, he fought him. So I'm looking at that as a barometer of why he could fight Conor Benn. Okay? Because you can't say this guy's a nobody, but then you're fighting nobodies, or guys that are less than the somebody that you call nobodies. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn wanting to put together a super fight between Conor Benn and Gervonta Tank Davis. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.